Good evening. I am Katherine Parra, a JA student who has been asked to share my life story with you. I was born in Colombia, South America, where opportunities for the less privileged are rare. So my parents, wanting to give my brother and me more opportunity in life, immigrated to the United States when I was in the 3rd grade. I was very young then, but I do remember the scary and endless trip. First, arriving in Miami, and then riding a bus for what seemed like forever to New York City. I wasn't sure then why we had to go through all this, but now I know it was because my parents had a dream for us, and they wanted to give my brother and me more opportunity in life than they had. Knowing the importance of education, my mom and dad enrolled us in public school. But being from Colombia, and both my brother and me being English language challenged, the school wanted to place us a grade behind everyone else our age. However, my mom would have none of that. In her best broken English, I can remember her arguing with them to please give us placement tests, which they did, and yes, we passed. It was my mom's determination that taught me not to accept personal obstacles and to work hard through perceived shortcomings. Little did I realize, though, how important her lesson would be to me. For within a year, she was killed in a tragic accident, leaving my father alone to raise 2 young children in a strange country. After my mother passed away, my father brought us together and presented us his only options. Either go back to Colombia, where all our relatives were, and where we would have family support, or stay in the United States and build the lives that he and my mother envisioned for us. Together, my mother and father wanted so much for us to be here in America, and we all knew that. So together, we made the choice for us to stay and make it work. Life wasn't easy for us, emotionally or financially, and it wasn't long after that my father brought us here to Houston in order to seek better job opportunities. Although money was still very tight, my father did his best to raise us well and to provide for our family. I never had clothes like the other kids or money to spend as they did, but I did have a place to live and I never went hungry. I really think my father must have had Jay as a kid and just didn't know it. The whole time we were growing up, he constantly told us that we could be anything we wanted to be if we were willing to work hard, which is a big part of what JA teaches. In the process of growing up, though, our lives didn't get any easier. We were forced to move wherever my father could obtain a job and could afford to live. Throughout my entire school career, I went to 14 different schools before I came to Klein Collins High School, where I will graduate this spring. As you can imagine, that makes it pretty hard to make friends. However, as I look back on those times, everywhere we went, I was fortunate enough to have other adults who cared about me, teachers, counselors, and administrators, mentors who helped me reinforce my mother's and my father's dreams for us, and who encouraged me not to accept anything less than my very best. It is because of them that when I came to Klein Collins High School, I came knowing that I wanted to become an engineer and that I needed to have calculus. So I went to my counselor and for the first time encountered somebody who didn't see or seem to care about my dreams. She insisted that I hadn't taken the right courses in middle school, and that was that. So, like my mother, who wasn't willing to accept our being set back in the 3rd grade, I sought other options to accomplish my goals. Through a teacher, I learned about a course offered at Lone Star College that could help me prepare for calculus. So again, I went back to my counselor and proposed this option, to which she said, "I don't think you could pass a placement exam to get into the class." In spite of her lack of confidence in me, I went to Lone Star. I took the test and I made it into the class. With sports and going to school full-time, it was a lot of work. But I made it through a class and I got a final grade of 98. This was further proof that my father was right, and that with determination and hard work, you can accomplish your dreams and goals. It was during the same year that I was introduced to Junior Achievement. I joined the company program and became president of our company, Tigerific. It was amazing, and I was so proud that me, an immigrant girl from Colombia, was now running a company. Okay, I know it was only a JA company, but given all I have told you, you can see why it means so much to me. I was very nervous at first though, but with our volunteer, Mr. John Hayward from HP, and a great group of students, we managed to pull it all together. When things got tough, Mr. Hayward would tell us that he believed in all of us and that he expected the best from us. Like my father and my stepmother, he prevented us from giving up on ourselves or each other. He never gave up on us, and he stayed with us. He helped us market our product, keep our goals in mind, and to keep trying. At the end of the semester, our company was successful. We made a profit, and I was very proud of everybody. So, here I am today. I am 18, and I am ranked 38th out of 791 students. In the top 5% of my class. I have applied to Texas A&M and and University of Texas. Engineering schools. I have been accepted to both schools, but I decided to attend Texas A&M. I plan on majoring in mechanical engineering, but the only way I will be able to attend the school is by obtaining as many scholarships as possible. In the future, I would love to work for a company who wants to create or improve green energy, and by working with them, I would be able to make an impact in the world. As I think about my future, I realize I have learned a lot of important lessons already in my life. I may not be a genius, but I am smart enough to know the value of realizing what's important to me, and that being willing to work hard to accomplish my goals will get me where I want to go. I am so proud of having a father who loves me, and to now be old enough to realize how much of himself he has given to provide my brother and me the chance to succeed. He, along with my stepmother, who is a real mother to me, and all of the adults in my life, including Mr. John Hayward, are all that a kid needs. It is because of them that I have made it so far. Mom, please stand up. And thank you so much for everything you have given me. I love you. Adults like this are the catalyst for success. And this is why Junior Achievement is more than just programs for kids. It is a priceless resource of people who believe in the potential of kids like me. JA helps kids apply and understand the simple lessons that my life story has been all about. And it allows them to mature from the mentality of being a kid to one of a young adult. Their volunteers help us to believe in our dreams, to never give up, and to always work hard. Thank you for allowing me to share my story with you and for supporting JA. If you have never been a Mr. John Hayward to a kid like me, please volunteer or make a donation. There are a lot of my friends who haven't been as lucky as me, and they need people and programs like JA to show them a way to their dreams. Thank you so much. Thank you.